Welcome to Inner North. Today, we're going to spend some meaningful time together talking about coming out of depression. This isn't just a quick fix or generic advice. We're going to take it step by step, exploring practical strategies, sharing insights, and holding space for healing. Whether you're here for yourself or to support someone you love, I'm glad you're here. We're going to talk about what it means to truly understand depression, how to navigate its challenges, and most importantly, how to rediscover hope and purpose along the way. This is a journey that requires courage, self-compassion, and a willingness to be vulnerable. So let's take a deep breath and step into this space together. You know, when we hear the word depression, it's easy to simplify it, to think it's just about feeling sad. But depression is so much deeper than that. It's a complex tapestry woven through your body, your mind, and your emotions. You might feel exhausted, even after sleeping for hours, as if you're carrying a weight you can't put down. Maybe you're overwhelmed by guilt or hopelessness, that feeling of being stuck in quicksand with no way out. Or perhaps you feel detached from the things you used to love, like the colors of life have faded to gray. And here's the thing. Depression whispers that it's your fault, that you're weak or broken. But that's the lie it tells. Depression is not your fault. It's influenced by a complex interplay of factors: biology, life events, genetics, stress, things that are often beyond our control. And that's why we need to start by acknowledging this truth. Depression is not a sign of weakness. It's a signal, a call for help, a reminder that we're human, and that sometimes life throws us curveballs we never expected. So I want you to take a moment, just a moment, to connect with yourself. What's one word that describes how you're feeling today? Don't judge it, just acknowledge it. Write it down if you can. This, my friends, this is the beginning of understanding, of meeting ourselves where we are, without judgment. When you're caught in the grip of depression, even the simplest tasks can feel insurmountable. It's like trying to climb a mountain when you can barely catch your breath. But here's the secret. Healing doesn't always start with giant leaps. It often begins with the smallest of steps, those tiny victories that remind us we're capable of moving forward. So, let's do this together, right here, right now. I want you to grab a piece of paper or open up your notes app and write down 3 things, 3 tiny, doable things that you can do today. Maybe it's drinking a glass of water after watching this video, or opening a window to let in some fresh air and sunlight. Perhaps it's simply taking 5 deep breaths, focusing on the rise and fall of your chest. See, these aren't just tasks on a to-do list. They're acts of self-care, gentle reminders that you have the power to choose, to take action, even when it feels hard. Now pick one of those things, just one, and commit to doing it today. Not because you have to, but because you deserve to. It's not about perfection, it's about progress. It's about proving to yourself that you are capable, that you are worthy, and that you have the strength to take one step at a time. Remember, my friends, recovery is not a sprint. It's a marathon. And like any marathon, it's won one step at a time. So let's lace up our shoes together and take that first courageous step. Chapter 3. Building a foundation, the rhythm of supportive routines. You know, when we talk about healing from depression, we often focus on the big things: therapy, medication, maybe even major life changes. But what about the everyday, the seemingly mundane routines that make up our lives? Because here's the truth. Those routines, as simple as they may seem, can be the very foundation of our mental well-being. Think about it. When our sleep is erratic, when our meals are irregular, when we're constantly surrounded by clutter and chaos, it impacts everything. Our energy levels plummet, our thoughts become muddled, and our emotions feel like a roller coaster we can't get off. So how do we combat this? By creating a rhythm, a structure, a sense of predictability in our days. And it doesn't have to be complicated. Start by establishing a regular sleep schedule, going to bed and waking up around the same time each day, even on weekends. Make sure you're nourishing your body with regular, balanced meals. And don't underestimate the power of movement. even if it's just a gentle walk around the block. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Easier said than done, Brene. And you're right, life happens. There will be days when you sleep through your alarm, when you reach for takeout instead of cooking, when the last thing you want to do is exercise. And that's okay, because here's the most important part. Be kind to yourself. Recovery is not about perfection. It's about progress, about showing up for yourself even when it's hard. So if you stumble, if you fall off track, don't beat yourself up. Just dust yourself off, offer yourself some grace, and gently guide yourself back to your routine. Remember, you are worthy of that kindness, that compassion, that unwavering belief in your ability to heal. And these routines, these small acts of self-care are not a burden. They are a gift, a way of honoring your strength, your resilience, and your incredible capacity for growth. Chapter 4. Taming the Inner Critic. Challenging negative thoughts. You know, when we're struggling with depression, our minds can become like a battlefield. Negative thoughts swirl around like a swarm of angry bees, stinging us with self-doubt, fear, and hopelessness. It's exhausting, isn't it? And it can feel impossible to escape that constant barrage of negativity. But here's the thing, we don't have to believe everything we think. Those negative thoughts, as loud and persistent as they may be, are not facts. They are simply thoughts, and thoughts can be challenged, reframed, and ultimately transformed. So how do we do this? It starts with awareness. Pay attention to the stories you're telling yourself. What are those negative thoughts saying? Write them down if you need to. Once you've identified them, ask yourself, is this thought really true? Is there another way to look at this situation? For example, let's say you make a mistake at work, and that inner critic starts berating you, telling you you're incompetent, a failure, not good enough. Instead of accepting those thoughts as truth, try reframing them. Remind yourself that everyone makes mistakes, that it's an opportunity for learning and growth, and that one mistake doesn't define your worth or your abilities. Another powerful tool is positive affirmations. These are short, powerful statements that you repeat to yourself, like mantras, to counteract those negative thoughts. Phrases like, I am strong, I am capable, I am worthy of love and happiness. Repeating these affirmations, even if you don't fully believe them at first, can gradually shift your mindset and help you cultivate a more compassionate inner dialogue. Remember, my friends, challenging negative thoughts takes time and practice. It's like building a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. So be patient with yourself, celebrate your victories, and never underestimate the power of your own mind to heal and transform. Chapter 5. Rediscovering your North Star. Finding hope and purpose. When we're caught in the depths of depression, it's easy to feel like hope is lost, like our compass is broken. But hope is something we cultivate, something we choose, even when it feels impossible. Reconnecting with our sense of purpose can help us rediscover hope. What makes you feel alive? What are you passionate about? It might be something creative like painting, writing, or playing music. Maybe it's connecting with nature, volunteering, or spending time with loved ones. Make space for it in your life, even if it's just for a few minutes each day. Engaging in activities that bring us joy nourishes our souls and reminds us of the beauty in the world. Sometimes, hope comes from hearing stories of resilience. I want to share a story about a woman who battled depression and found hope through gardening. She started small, with a few pots on her balcony. As she nurtured those plants, she found strength and hope. If those plants could bloom in harsh conditions, so could she. She found her way back to hope, healing, and a life filled with purpose. Her story is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. Outro, the journey onward, embracing courage and compassion. As we come to the end of our time together, I want to leave you with this. Healing from depression is a journey, not a destination. There will be good days and bad days, moments of progress and setbacks along the way, and that's okay. What matters is that you keep going one step at a time with courage and compassion as your guide. Remember, you are not alone in this. Reach out to your support system, connect with loved ones, seek professional help if you need it. There is strength in vulnerability, in letting others see your struggles and offer their support. And most importantly, believe in yourself. Believe in your ability to heal, to grow, to rediscover hope and purpose along the way, because you are worthy of love, of joy, of a life filled with meaning. And I have no doubt that you will find your way back to the light.